Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Sod all because it's the 1st of December. Welcome everyone to This Week at Twitter, or twat. Today we're going to start with the hashtag boycott Tampax trending. And this can be explained quite easily. Thanks to Keemstar, we have a few screenshots to look at. The first, Vanessa McBluetick, hashtag boycott Tampax. Peak patriarchy. A company making women's products insults its entire customer base and thinks it's okay, you utter creeps. Underneath, it was a retweet of Tampax US. You're in their DMs. We're in them. We are not the same. Now, I don't see an issue with this tweet at all. I think it's funny, it's a catchy play on words, showing the effort some have to go to get inside. Yes, that's the goal, is it not? And how little effort, minimal in fact, Tampax have to put in to get in. It's funny, it's harmless, it is not peak patriarchy. It is a remarkable overreaction from somebody who clearly must be very sensitive. Perhaps they don't accommodate for your girth. Connect All Dots tweeted the image of the tweet and retweeted them with a disgusting tweet that could only be written by a perverted man. Many girls start menstruating before 12 years of age. There is nothing sexy about tampons. This was creepy and rapey af. Hashtag boycott Tampax. That had nothing to do with the tweet at all. You just had to hyper-focus on it and make it more serious than it was. A harmless comment, taken completely out of proportion, blown as far apart as it can be, like yourself no doubt, and used as an excuse just to get really angry. Boycott them, damn it, boycott Tampax. We'll find a suitable alternative. We'll just use sponges, that works, right? Or how about a candle with a really absorbent wick? Don't be so sensitive when any company makes a joke, please. You Twitter warriors are all the same, and because of morons like you existing, this series has been going on for 147 videos. Which speaks volumes about the level of stupidity I see on a daily basis when I bother to look at Twitter. It's one of the very few reasons I even go on there. And you two, Connect All Dots and McBluetick, are tits. Oh, and we're going to add one more tit to this area of hyper-focusing on the wrong bit, or perhaps making it into something else to make a grander point, and oh, it must be patriarchy. Ren Garland. So Tampax is sexualizing women's period products? Is there anything men won't turn into a fetish? There are blokes like that on YouTube. Bearing did a video on a guy like that. Tampax is a subsidiary of Always, who are in turn owned by Procter & Gamble. Here's a list of the brands they own just for information purposes. Hashtag boycott Tampax, where we've got to make sure we cite a credible source for that. Wikipedia. I assume it right to surmise they're now going to suggest boycotting any other brand that is noteworthy. As you've mentioned Always, I assume they're next on the chopping board and you are running out of options. Am I right to assume Yankee candle jar sales are about to go through the roof, along with visits to the hospital? Giant Penis Parody, aka the only one true verified giant penis Count Dankula, tweeted out, "Funny that isn't it?" underneath an image from a Mashable article, where the title reads, Elon Musk is reinstating banned Twitter accounts. Here's who's back. They're almost exclusively right-wing figures. I don't suppose it's because Jack Dorsey, when he was in charge, admitted to having a political bias on the platform that invariably censored the majority of right-wing Twitter users, many of whom, as the list grows, are being reinstated. And that's good, by the way. It does not mean for those who now immediately pounce on it, the right wing are taking over. No, they're being given a chance to have their voice given back to them on platforms where they were otherwise silenced. Elon Musk leading by an example on this is important, and others need to do that as well, to not silence the political discourse, but allow it to take its natural course and allow everyone the opportunity to speak. And I'll insert the obligatory comments,
but they breached TOS.
Yes, for being right-leaning. That was apparently the breach of TOS. As someone that doesn't really align left or right on purpose, I find it fascinating how one side and the other side then also, because it always invariably goes back to the start, wants to censor the other. In this instance, it's not about censorship though, is it? It's about simply allowing everyone the chance to speak. With one or two minor exceptions, I won't be drawn in on the Alexlbnz thing. Elon Musk has enough to deal with sponsors threatening to pull out, and we'll get to that soon. Because now we're going to talk about Elon Musk. Let's face it, he could tweet out anything still, and he gets a lot of crap for it. Let's take, for example, what is best in life? Reply, Musk poured $44 billion into Twitter. The global population is 8 billion. He could have given $5 billion to each individual and still had money left over. Most people's lives would have changed if they received a $5 billion check, but he squandered it all on Twitter. Firstly, do you know how to math? Second, I've seen that tweet do its rounds, so I have a feeling it might be a meme. Because somebody had also mentioned with $44 billion he could have done some real good for world hunger by buying up all the food and making sure everyone starved quicker because no lives matter. Another tweet. Elon Musk had put out an image from a CNN article. Elon Musk could threaten free speech on Twitter by literally allowing people to speak freely. For the sake of it, that's a fake. Before anyone says otherwise or tries to tell me, I know it is. But there's a point to that. He could tweet anything and he'll get crap for it. And people also think that by only allowing right-wingers back, which isn't true at all, there are some left-leaners who are being allowed back as well. You just call them right-wing because they're not as left-wing as you are. Carrying on, Elon Musk tweets out a picture of his bedside table. And let's all admit here, who drinks that much Diet Coke while they're in bed? Seriously. The Nerf gun is adorable, as is that antique lighter at the back in the box. And the lack of coasters is the most reprehensible, something you yourself admit. But the part that ties in to the right-wing thing, is now Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? And what's going on here, Tim Cook? What's fascinating is Apple have threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store. They won't say why, but we all know why. Somebody had tweeted out a graph. Here it is. And it shows employee donations to midterm candidates by party. Notice how Apple are fourth. Apparently they are the gatekeepers to all these donations. That's interesting. They are the donation police. You must donate to this color because the other is bad. That sounds weird. Companies trying to threaten major platforms as a way to get them to kowtow is hilarious, but what I really enjoyed was that under Elon Musk's tweets, where he's also talking about Twitter and Apple, is that he's tweeted this from an iPhone. If it bothers him that much, the man should get Android. It's vastly superior. That said, chances are with Google also being on that little list of donation thing for midterm candidates, you can be certain they'll also hold it against you, and it is going to be an uphill battle. People are going to go after your sponsors, they're going to go after your donors, and you're going to have to really push Twitter blue, and of course show them that the path forward through free speech, leading by example, does yield a better return. It'll be interesting to see whether anyone else is willing to go that way, or die on their respective hills. Since we were talking about giant penis parody, the verified and one true giant penis of Twitter, he tweeted to Elon Musk, "The memes were funny for a bit, but can I please change my name back? Jeremy of the Quartering. Dear Elon Musk, since we are such good friends, I would like to petition you make this name permanent, but just for giant penis. You can count on my organization's continued Twitter Blue subscription and further investment. Also, Jeremy, since Elon Musk likes polls so much, let's go ahead and open it up. Giant Penis has really been frustrated by not being able to change his name back. Since Elon and I are such great friends, I am sure he will see this. Vote responsibly, this will be forever. Allow him to change it and lock it forever for memes. With Lock It Forever for Memes winning with 65.3%. And then using an Elon Musk quote from another poll he had done, Vox Populi Vox Dei. Giant Penis will remain Giant Penis indefinitely. I'm assuming we all know where I voted when I saw that, because there's no version of any reality where I would ever vote to let Dankula change his name, because honestly, you are going to have to learn your lesson eventually. You see, Giant Penis, when you fuck around, you find out. the more you fuck around, the more you find out. And you spend a lot of time on Twitter fucking around. And it's only fair that you now find out for a period of time that has become forever and indefinite. In perpetuity, you are the one true verified giant penis because of 17,912 votes. Seems legit. To finish, let's talk about two separate users who have suffered fates, one of whom thankfully has been resolved, the other I don't believe has, but I will check again before I edit this. The first is the wife of Logict. Logict had tweeted out, "Hi Twitter support and Elon Musk. You banned my wife for being under the age of 13. I hope it goes without saying, but she is significantly older than 13. In fact, she was older than 2 decades ago. Please help." I had retweeted that and tagged both Twitter support and Elon Musk about it because I agree she's definitely not 13. If she is, she's too smart. In the case of Eseth Original, she has gotten her account back, and as a creator, I thoroughly enjoy her videos. Link to both Logict and Eseth down below. The final thing concerns a user called Dizzy D, who had tweeted, "I feel physically sick. My channel, with over 4 million views total and just under 30,000 subscribers gone. I've read the community guidelines and have never violated them once. I've never had a warning before this and no reason given why. The reason why is because our channel was simply terminated for violation of spamming policies." Dizzy D also went through the policy on Twitter, @ing Team YouTube, saying, "I've carefully read your community guidelines on spam, deceptive practices, and scam policies. I've included a screenshot below for reference. I have not received any warnings and have not previously violated community guidelines or been informed that I have. I understand you can terminate channels outside of this guideline, however, as you previously stated, my channel's termination was related to spam, and I've received none of the strikes or warnings mentioned specifically in this policy. If she has received no such warning, YouTube have violated their own rules, which is quite common for YouTube to do and is 100% unacceptable." The real kick in the teeth for Dizzy D is, she was still receiving YouTube creator emails after this, and it has not been the easiest of years for Dizzy D. And if you Dizzy D see this, I am truly sorry for all that you've lost this year, 100%. I really hope that YouTube give you your account back, 100% hope they do. If they don't, I would highly advise you persist with Twitch and with TikTok, YouNow, Instagram, and all other things you use as an outlet. I would also suggest Rumble as a good alternative to upload your content. We as creators always fight an uphill battle on this platform. It is a continued struggle if you are trying to grow, and only through hard work and persistence can you ever get anywhere. Annoyingly, in the case of being suspended, the one thing you need is someone much larger than myself or any of the other commentary channels to stand up and say, "Yeah, no, that's not right." Getting their attention, though, sadly, is quite challenging. Don't give up, though, okay? That is the advice I have for you, and it's not great, but it's all I've got, really. I'm really sorry about that.